Colorado. I actually like this neutral site game, Chris. Born mostly out of necessity. They're going to play Kansas at Arrowhead Stadium. KU renovating their stadium. They've played games all over the place this year. That'll be interesting. Shedeur Sanders on the field that Pat Mahomes built.
He did not build that. That's a very old statement.
Listen, we're not gonna be tipping our cap to Elvis Gerback or 100-year-old Joe Montana here.
Way before Elvis Gerback. So interesting though here, like Kansas is a 2.5-point underdog.
Yeah, well, Kansas has figured some stuff out the last couple weeks. They're a team, we like them to be a Big 12 dark horse this year. A lot of talent, pretty good scheme.
Lost the offensive coordinator though.
Yeah, but Jalon
they keep losing these one-score games.
Yeah, Jalon Daniels was a turnover machine earlier in the year, but Devin Neal is a great back. They seem to figure some things out. Iowa State, I don't know if are they the best defense in the Big 12? Maybe close.
Yeah, Brian.
They couldn't stop them at all. And Kansas seems to have figured some things out. They didn't play great offensively against BYU, but did enough to win. This is a dangerous game for Colorado. I'm curious where you stand on this one, Chris.
Yeah, I mean, I like Colorado here because I do weirdly trust them.
I know. I'm with you on this.
They just the talent is there. They're sound. They're not making all those mistakes that they used to, and there's just a real confidence. That's a real confidence, not like a fake confidence. Kansas, I think, Kansas has played well all season. They haven't played poorly. I think they only got blown out one time, but they're a 51-yard field goal away from beating Kansas State.
Yeah.
Kansas State kicks that field goal. So, Kansas can absolutely win this game and mess up the Big 12 even more. I'm just going to go with Colorado because I think they've just got it right now.
The floor is so high with that passing game. I think I'm going Colorado, too.
Yeah.
What's your feel for this one, Dame? Buffs? Wagon, keep it rolling.
I've been on it for a long time, and I'm not jumping off now. I mean, to Chris's point, they have fixed every single issue that we've talked about ad nauseum for the past, last year, the first half of the season. They protect Shedeur better. They run the ball better. They play better defensively. They give up less points. They score more points. They've got one of the most. Well, you say all of those things, and then you mention the fact that they have one of the most, if not the most talented receiving core in the country, one of the best, if not the best quarterback in the country, the best, if not, one of the top two best overall players in the country. I mean, you have to trust them. And not only do they have these superstar caliber players, but they are playing well. They are doing their jobs. Shedeur, week in and week out, putting up 350, 400 passing yards. Travis, lockdown on defense. You can guarantee him for about 50 and a touchdown, at least. He's going to have some help from the other receivers. I think this is a complete Colorado team. I don't think anybody in the Big 12 has the talent to beat them. And I think the fundamentals and the foundational pieces, they've put them together well enough to where even if they get in a tough game to where, a team is keeping up with them like Kansas very well could do, then they let the talent take over. And they're too much. They're way too much.
By the way, comment our colleague Antonio Morales made, I have to credit him. Mm-hmm. EA Sports got a lot of crap when they released the ratings for the players and the teams. Remember Colorado?
They're top 20.
Colorado was a highly ranked team with really good offense and defense, and everybody was crap on it.
A lot of tinfoil hats of people want to play with Colorado.
Now, I do believe that a little bit, but you got to credit EA Sports. They did kind of call it. Colorado's a top 15 team here. That all turned out pretty good.
It's very weird,
Kansas, not so much. Kansas was my team. They haven't been as good.
Yeah, Kansas State's my team, and that, I was not responsible for any of those losses, just for the record. Yeah, but I think Deion upgraded defensively. They did get some coveted guys out of the portal. They've stayed mostly healthy. They don't have a lot of depth defensively, but they've stayed mostly healthy, really on both sides of the ball. And then offensively, they got a little bit better. I'm not a big believer in PFF grades, but if you look at their offensive line grades the last 5 or 6 weeks, it's pretty good stuff. They're, Jordan Seaton's coming into his own. They figured out this Cash Cleveland thing. A walk-on center is all of a sudden playing really, really well for them, and has beaten out Hank Zielinskis, the guy that stuck around when Deion came in. The offensive line's been better. I don't know if it's been as good as the grades would suggest, but it's been better. And you don't have to be that good to keep Shedeur upright. He's really elusive. He has a really good sense in the pocket to extend plays. You'd like him to get rid of the ball quicker and not take as many hits. He's still taking more hits than you'd like. But this looks like a mostly kind of complete team, which is insane to say when you looked at how that roster looked and played, especially down the stretch. They broke down down the stretch last year, and and just did not get any better. And then once Shedeur was hurt, I mean, it was open season on him.